Hey, what's happening? Long time no see. Man, it's a long story and I don't even want to get into it. Don't have a lot of time today, but I've got to get back in front of this camera, man. I've got some stuff I want to show y'all so bad. But first up, I want to, and have got to enter my dear friend Marc G with a C. Contest entry, man. That's what I'm gonna do today. My mind skipped. Man, I've been having problems, I'm telling you. Let's jump right into it, man. This is not gonna be as formal as I usually try to do stuff, man. I've got to loosen up and just have more fun doing this stuff. In the background, we're gonna have some background music. We always gotta have some background music. Check out my new shirt, man. Vacuous Depth. Went seeing my good friend Austin play the other night in Gainesville. Down there with Mike from Wharf Lurch and Plasmodulated. Great time, man. Had a super time. Met Austin, gave me a shirt. Got to see him perform live, man. If you haven't seen Vacuous Depths or haven't heard of them, you need to pick up their material. If they come to a town near you, you need to go check it. Most of their stuff's in Florida right now, but I'm sure that will soon change. In the background, listening to the new Incantation. I don't know if you've heard it yet or not, but if you're an Incantation fan, you're gonna love it. Sounds like Incantation. That's all I want them to do, is just keep doing what they've been doing. You know what I mean, man? Great stuff. Great stuff. When you pick up an Incantation album and you lay it on the turntable and you put the needle in the groove, you know what you're gonna get. Hard to beat, man. Hard to beat. Incantation. Alright, let's jump right in and show y'all some stuff. Of course, y'all been seeing these videos. Everybody's doing one. Everybody loves Marc, man. There's for good reason. He is one of the top guys. When I first started watching YouTube videos, much less doing one, I started watching Marc and a handful of other guys, and he stood out to me immediately as somebody I could mesh with, you know, somebody whose personality was maybe not similar to mine, because then I wouldn't even like him, you know, but he was inviting, you know, he drew me in. He was always cheerful, always made me laugh, on top of always having great music, man. Great music. I know I listen to my grandchildren talk, and they talk about Facebook and this, that, and the other, and they talk about their friends, this, that, and the other, and they're talking about somebody that they've never met. But I consider Marc my friend, and hopefully one day I'll get to make the trip across the pond and meet him face to face. That would be a dream for me. As I get older, the chances become smaller and smaller of that happening, but maybe one day. I mean, all we can do is dream, you know what I mean? So y'all know the deal. It was see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. I think that's the order. The first part was about album art that draws you in and makes you want to check the music out. The hear part was about you're not going to hear anything bad about a couple albums, you know, for whatever reason that may be. And the last part was speak, you know, somebody has spoke to you about an album, especially on a YouTube video or something. They've recommended something. If it wasn't Marc, and Marc has recommended and also sent me stuff that's just, in his words, superb, you know. But I'm going to throw in a couple other guys in here in the mix that I think you may enjoy too. So first off, the art part of it, the cover art. Of course, you'll notice this one right away. This is Immortal, At the Heart of Winter. This art is by Jean Pascal Fournier, I think is how you probably say his name. Man, I love the Marc Riddicks. I love the Seagraves. I love the all those other guys, you know, that are just all over this album art. I tried to pick a couple that maybe you hadn't heard of, and this is one of them. Jean Pascal Fournier, and this iconic Immortal album cover. Of course, this is their '99 full length, and Norwegian black metal legends. Just great art, man. Just great art. It just really draws you in as you listen to the album. Cool stuff, cool stuff. I won't bother showing y'all the center labels and all that good stuff because you know what they look like. The other one that I want to show y'all that really jumped out in my mind as I was thinking about this is this one. This is Creeping Death EP from 2018, Specter of War. If you're not familiar with these guys, Denton, Texas, death metal with that hardcore edge, you know. This art is by Arda Lepa, I think is the way you say the name. Arda Lepa or Lepa. Absolutely spectacular. Soak that in. Creeping Death had a new album out this year you need to check out as well. If you haven't heard it, it is spectacular. So that's some cool cover art that really draws it in. Some stuff that I enjoy looking at while I'm listening to the album, when I'm flipping through my albums, you know, or even flipping through a catalog or an online disc store or something, and I see something like this, man, it draws me right in and makes me want to sample it and see what it sounds like. And I'm more apt to buy than having some old album cover that's just blah and mundane. So a couple releases that you'll hear that I will hear nothing negative about, that I hold in high esteem. This first one is musically, I just think this is a masterpiece. I mean, if you're a death metal fan, you'll know this album. If you somehow missed it, you need to get it. This is Disma, Towards the Megalith. Of course, this came out in 2011. This was their debut and only full length to date. Check that out. This one could have been on the album art piece, but just a great album, man. I don't hear people say anything bad about this, man. If you're a death metal fan, this is one that everybody points to as iconic. You know, East Coast, New Jersey death metal, crazy good. 8 tracks, a little over 46 minutes of music, and it is fantastic. For some reason, if you haven't heard Dismal, there's the track list, and check these out. This is one that I won't hear too much trash talked about, man, and don't really expect to hear it because it's just absolute banger. The other album I wanted to show you is actually an EP, one that I'm not going to hear anything bad talked about, is this, and this is Resilient, The Art of Resilience. Chilean death metal. Of course, if you watch this channel, you'll know that I am a fan of this young man, you know, Abel Mendez. And the reason why I won't hear a whole lot of trash talked about this is because I know how hard he worked and continues to work, and how proud he was of this release. And you know, I was proud for him, and still am, man. You know, I talked to him. Hadn't talked to him as much as I used to on social media, but pretty regular. You know, I check in on the guy, man, make sure he's doing good. Got a beautiful girlfriend. They're active in a bunch of different things down there. He's got some other stuff going on. Very talented young man. He did everything on here: the bass, guitar, drum programming, vocals, and all this. Had a friend of his come on and do some lead work that's just magnificent. I love this, man. I love what he did. I love how he did it, and you know, it's something that he can be proud of, and something that I'm proud of for him. Abel, if you're watching, man, good job, brother. And purple, gotta love it. Now, the last part was Speak No Evil, and Mark wanted us to show some stuff that either he's recommended or that came into our realm of discovery by him or by some other folks on the VC. And I chose, since everybody and their brothers chose Marc, and Marc has shown me such great stuff and it cost me so much money, I wanted to pick a couple other guys that I hold in high esteem. And the first one is my good friend Roger Korvik. And he showed, I can't remember if it was this album or earlier album, but this band at any rate. And this is Ophis, and this is their album, The Dismal Circle. Actually came out, this was their fourth full length, came out in 2017. This is Death Doom from Hamburg, Germany. Excellent, excellent, man. I've got to go track down the rest of their stuff. If you're into Death Doom, if you're into heavy music, or if you're into death metal, or even just plain doom, and you want to throw the two together for the first time, check this out, man. This is, I won't say this is their best because I don't own the other ones, but I have listened to them. But this is an awesome band, man. Ophis. When Roger showed it, I always go check out his stuff, and man, I was blown away. This one came out on FDA Records. FDA does a lot of German band stuff, but awesome stuff. That's Ophis from Hamburg, Germany, and that one came on a two LP set. The other one, a guy that I watched early on when I was getting into YouTube, was Renee from Spain. Hospa Metal's what he calls his channel. And I remember one day he was sitting in his car, and he was doing a video. I think he had dropped his daughter off for Dutch lessons or something, and he had a bag, you know, like I would carry a sandwich or something, and he was digging around in that bag, man. He was saying he was going to show us some stuff that we needed to check out, and he pulled this band out. Incremate, actually. Dresden, German, death metal with a thrashy edge. This is their album Mortal Domain. I actually had my copy signed. I ordered it directly from the band. This is their 2020 release. This one is the one that got ran over a little bit. The package was ran over when it came from Germany. Killer stuff. If you haven't heard these guys, they got a new album. What in the world is that dog doing? A new album coming out this year, I think I heard that. But killer stuff if you haven't heard of these guys. Also, when I was ordering, I picked up this one, Violence and Insanity. This one was their 2018 release. Again, they were kind enough to sign my copy. I've got number 94 out of 500. And then they had their first full length that came out in 2016, but I don't have it on vinyl, and I don't think it's available on vinyl, but it was Prospect of Death. And there's the guys. Here's Violence on CD, and here's Immortal on CD. Great music. If you haven't heard from these guys, do yourself a favor this afternoon or whatever time of day it is you're watching this, and go check these guys out. Incremate, German death metal with that thrashy edge. Man, Marc, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you being the person that you are. I appreciate your channel. That dog is, man, I got a new puppy and she's just about to drive me crazy. Hold on a second. Well, I couldn't catch her. Come here to me. Come here. Come here. Crazy dog, man. Listen, if you've ever considered getting a puppy and French Bulldog crossed your mind, man, don't do it. Don't do it. Come here to me. She won't let me catch her. Crazy, done tore up everything. She's not even allowed in here. You gonna get him? Mark, have a good one, man. Congratulations on 2000. I appreciate you. Always have, always will. Y'all have a good one. See you later.